Pizza is good.
Once I got over 300 pounds, I didn't weigh myself. They didn't make scales that big.
He had a serious addiction to food, I think.
Oh my God, my son's gonna die before I die.
David's weight loss is by far the most that I have ever dealt with.
That's when this transformation really began.
I've lost a lot of my teenager years, especially meeting girls.
So do you dance a lot?
Oh my God. As far as sex goes, I know I'll probably be lousy at it in the beginning. I tried to give her a goodnight kiss, but I ended up kissing her cheek or eye. Everybody wants that fairy tale ending, and hopefully I could find that fairy princess and maybe sweep her off her feet. I am looking forward to the changes. Instead of being a dud, I want to be a stud. No.
We're gonna use that.
In Phoenix, David Smith is looking for love.
Lots of questions. Even stuff as far as what my eating habits are. And if I like animals, which is yes, I do like animals.
Today, he's filling out a profile for an online matchmaking service.
Are you emotionally prepared for marriage? 1, not ready. 5, somewhat ready. Or 10, very ready. I've only been on a few dates, so I'll just put that. I want to get married someday, so I'll just put it 2.
If the matchmaker finds a match, it will only be the 13th date 32-year-old David has ever been on in his life.
Athletic and toned. Slender, about average. A few extra pounds or heavy set. So I'm thinking I'm going to go athletic and toned.
David wouldn't always have described himself as athletic and toned. One time, he weighed a massive 650 pounds and was only given a few years to live.
Once I got over 300 pounds, I didn't weigh myself because they didn't make scales that big.
Oh my God, my son's gonna die before I die.
David was born in Phoenix, and growing up, he was just a regular kid.
I was very active, played a lot of sports, swung on the swings. From the age of 6 and 7, I started adding on the pounds.
I don't know exactly how it started, but it just did. And I think he just didn't, started not to feel good about himself. And he started really getting depressed and looking towards food more like a comfort food.
It happened so quickly. One day you're talking about your little boy, and the next day he's getting heavy. A week later, a month later, a year later, he got really heavy.
By the time David was in junior high, he had grown to over twice the weight of the average 13-year-old boy.
We were all very worried about him, but he was so demanding. He would really make your life hell.
Yeah, he had a serious addiction to food, I think.
Yeah, he did.
I kind of felt bad because he'd feel really bad if he didn't eat anything. So, I'm a dad. I got to make my kids happy. So, unfortunately, I give them what they want. I'm probably a culprit on that, but
it just got to the point where I wanted that fix. I wanted this. So let me have it and just leave me alone.
In high school, while other teens were starting to date, every day for David was a living nightmare.
I'd come in on the bus and we'd pull up and, I'd kind of shrug getting off the bus because I didn't really want to get off, I'd get bullied walking through the halls, just people hitting me in the arm or flicking my ears. The worst thing ever thrown at me would probably be dog feces. It just makes you feel like a piece of garbage. After a while, you just get so used to people calling you fat ass. You start to think that it's really what you are. The names hurt a lot, but the laughter hurt probably a lot more. Just because those kids just saw you as a joke.
David dropped out of high school at 17. With no reason to leave the house, he spent all his days inside, eating.
His food consisted of a pizza, a 2-liter bottle of soda, and then a half-gallon of ice cream for dessert. And that was lunch.
I went from 375 to 500 in 2 years. Being 500 pounds and 19 years old, and I didn't see myself any other way.
He got to a point where he wouldn't go out anymore because people would stare at him. And you know, when you're in the grocery store and the little kids look at him, and, you know, you kind of felt bad for him.
At this time, David's mother was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, an aggressive form of cancer.
He was eating more when she was going through chemotherapy. It must have been really hard on him, and he kept eating because it just made him feel better, because that was kind of his comfort zone thing, his food.
She did always say to me, David, I want you to lose the weight. You know, I want you to be happy. I want you to have a girlfriend and someday get married. It was kind of a, okay, Mom, I will, but no, there's no possible way that will ever happen.
As the cancer spread, David's mom was hospitalized.
I couldn't visit her because I was so heavy and I was so ashamed.
And then the call came through that his mother was dying.
I remember the day that my dad said, you need to come down. Your sister's picking you up right now. I remember knowing that, you know, these people are going to make fun of me, but I don't care. I have to see her one last time. I remember walking to the halls as fast as I could. And even though I heard laughter and people laughing at me, you know, I still wanted to see her. And I got up to her room right when they were like pounding on her chest, trying to revive her. When she was dead, that we all went in there and said our goodbyes. I was just holding her hand, and I remember, you know, just saying, you know, Mom, I love you, and, you know, I am going to lose the weight, and I am going to live my life. And then walking, you know, through the hallways, going back to the car, I remember people just laughing at me still. And I remember walking out of the hospital, somebody was like just straight up like laughing at me like it was the lowest point of my life. From that point on, you know, I didn't leave the house. I want to be human, just a regular human, just interact with other people.
7 years on from his mother's death, and David has transformed his physique and his life. From his heaviest weight of 650 pounds, he's now miraculously slimmed down to just 220. He's also on the lookout for his first ever girlfriend.
You must be David. Got your questionnaire right here.
Cool. All right.
And has enlisted the help of a matchmaker in his search for love.
What I want you to do is tell me basically about your life from 18 to now.
Well, I used to be very morbidly obese. I used to weigh over 600 pounds.
My goodness, you lost a lot of weight. You look terrific.
So one of the major things that, you know, that I wanted to do was maybe fall in love.
Ready to go out?
Yeah.
Go out there? Okay.
Yeah, kind of scared, but...
Don't be scared. I think I have a girl in mind for you. I'm thinking. Don't worry,
right.
she's cute.
I've only been on 12 dates, and I've had my first and last kiss, it seemed like 3 years ago.
Don't worry about it now, because it'll come naturally.
Okay, because the last date I was on, I tried to give her a goodnight kiss, but I ended up kissing her cheek or eye.
6 years ago, David was at his maximum weight of 650 pounds. According to doctors, he was eating himself to death.
This right here is the shirt I used to wear. Obviously, it's a little too big for me now. It's hard to believe that I actually fit in this. Coming into a doorway now is not the same, you know. A little bit more room. When I looked out through the window, you know, I would see, you know, what was going on in the world. I would see people going off to work, or the soccer moms bringing the kids to the game, or just watching, you know, the leaves fall, the seasons turn. You know, I'd just stare off watching people live while I sat here and died.
One of the few times David left the house was to visit a local gravel supplier.
This is a truck scale I used to be weighed on, believe it or not. I couldn't find a regular scale that I could actually step onto because my weight was so high. The highest weight I ever been recorded on this scale has been over 625 pounds. I just, you know, thought it would be best to try to find a scale that I would be able to, you know, weigh myself on. Because a truck scale, you know, is for trucks. A human scale is for humans. It's good knowing that I made weight. Oh, wow. Yeah.
After a gallbladder operation, doctors warned David that if he continued gorging, he would only have a few years to live. David finally realized he had to change.
I made 3 options for myself. I had one option of being, you know, gastric bypass surgery, but I knew there was a great chance of me dying from that. The second option I gave myself was suicide. I wanted to get a plastic pool and bring it out into a secluded part of the desert, maybe a dry lake bed, and fill it up with gasoline and jump in it and just catch myself on fire. And somehow, you know, that way I would feel like I was being released from this world, and maybe my screams would be so loud that, you know, people miles away could hear it. I didn't want to leave behind anything where anybody could make fun of me. I didn't want to be anybody's joke in death as I was in life.
But David decided to take another and possibly more challenging route.
The third option that I gave myself was losing weight the natural way. Up until now, my life has been nothing. I mean, I ate, I slept, I watched TV, and that's about it. And then I met Chris, and he's changed my life.
David sent an email to a local news station, pleading for someone to help him lose his massive bulk. That email was picked up by Chris Powell.
My brother probably would still be 630 pounds, or he'd be under the ground buried. I don't think he'd be here with us today if he didn't meet Chris.
At the time, Chris was working as a personal trainer for the Cardinals cheerleaders, as well as a TV reporter on Good Morning Arizona.
When he opened up the door, all I saw was this massive blue shirt that extended out beyond the door jambs, and these Coke bottle glasses looking down at me, and all he could say was, "Hi."
The first impression that I got of Chris was like, oh, what does this kid think he is, you know? He's got his little muscle shirt on. There's no way that I have anything in common with this guy.
The first thing Chris wanted to do was study David's diet and see what he could change.
It's textbook as to why he gained his weight. You know, it's absolutely textbook where he would starve himself through the morning and then eat, you know, a relatively large lunch and then, of course, stuff himself at dinner and go to bed. That's music to my ears because all I have to do is simply change the pattern and he's going to drop like a rock.
Out went the pizza and sodas, and in came a healthy eating plan, balancing carbs, vegetables, proteins, and fats.
The biggest change as far as nutrition goes was taking him from 2 meals late in the day, spreading it out to 5 meals throughout the day.
As soon as Chris had David's nutrition sorted out, The next thing he had to do was get him to commit to a workout routine.
When we first started out, the biggest thing was doing exercise that, number one, he was capable of doing, and number two, exercise that we weren't gonna risk some kind of injury. And I knew that one of the most important things I could do is just to teach him a squat. This kid, he was squatting 570 pounds every time he stood up, and because of that, if I put him into motion, it's like revving up a V12 engine. And I knew that the more squats he did, obviously the more I could get his metabolism through the roof. So I would actually create a little bit of leverage here, and I'd kind of stand him up, and it was just about like that. It was a slow, painful process, and then he would slowly lower himself back down. This is bringing back some memories, actually. This is actually bringing back a lot of memories.
Chris created a workout plan that David could complete without leaving the house.
A squat with an overhead press.
Using everyday objects and exercises he'd be able to do when Chris wasn't around.
I'd have him just move as quickly as he possibly could up the stairs. And I would set the timer for 5 minutes or so. And of course, I'd fudge the time a little bit because he didn't get to see the stopwatch, just to make him hustle a little bit. So, surprise. Once we created the structure, he started dropping like a rock. He started dropping really fast. It was probably about 40 pounds the first month, and then about 30, 35 pounds the second month. So we knew it was going to happen fast. Every time we'd weigh him on the scales, it was going down in these 10-pound increments weekly.
3 months into his diet regime, and David had lost 100 pounds. It was at this time he gave Chris a letter, explaining why he had become morbidly obese in the first place.
What I have in my hands right now is the letter that I wrote to Chris. It's been a long time since I've read it. My name is David Smith. I have an all too common name, but I am not at all common. I was one time well over 600 pounds. What I'm about to share with you is very personal and painful. My family doesn't even know about it. My past, my demons. When I was 6 years old, I was molested several times by someone I trusted. I was molested by the first friend I ever made. He was probably touched the same way by somebody else, because there's no way that, a kid would even think of some of that stuff. And that kind of shunned me away from, making new friends and meeting new people. And, from that point on, food was, my friend. Up until now, I've lived a very lonely life. A life that never felt comfortable to me, because in my heart, I knew it wasn't for me.
By the time I was done reading the letter, I could barely even read the words anymore because it was just smeared. I realized that there's something so much more magical to what we're doing, and that this guy's never had a friend. So maybe this is a blessing in my life, and I can actually show him what a true friend is.
I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to get my fix and be left alone.
That's when this transformation really began. It has nothing to do with the physical aspect of it. It really has everything to do with an incredible person getting a second chance.
These days, Chris isn't just David's trainer. They're now best friends and roommates.
Looking good. You got a great haircut.
And the shy boy who never went out is now learning to be the life of the party.
What should I do?
4 years ago, at the age of 27, David had never been out to a bar. He'd lost a staggering 300 pounds, and Chris decided it was time for the new David to be revealed to the world.
The first night out, I was very hesitant about going out because of the way I looked, and Chris made me feel at ease. These are just, humans, just like I was.
I called the manager, and he let everybody in the bar know that we were coming in. By the time we got there, it was high fives and handshakes, and, he had girls hanging on him and kissing him. When we were leaving the bar, he was just grinning from ear to ear, and he was like, oh my God, that was the best night of my life. That was incredible. Can we go out next weekend?
David's newfound friends are going to be invaluable as he prepares for his blind date tomorrow night.
You don't know what to say? Just be yourself. Just be yourself.
I need some good advice. Let's hear it.
Ask about her. Family, work, what she likes to do.
Make sure you listen instead of just asking questions and, you know, mine no.
No kiss on the first date.
No kiss on the first date.
Unless it's on the cheek.
A lot of information. I hope that I keep it down. Hopefully, it should come together. I'll just be me. And if she doesn't like me, then there's somebody out there who will. I plan to stick this out to the end. I mean, until I'm normal. I want to be a normal person. You know, I'm not looking to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm hoping to be just like a normal person.
Weighing in at 650 pounds, David never had a girlfriend or made any female friends throughout his life.
I lost a lot of my, childhood and my teenager years. I never really, developed social skills as far as making friends and especially, meeting girls. I'm just scared that, they'll judge me and I'm not worthy of being with them.
A few days ago, he enlisted the help of a matchmaker, and he's eagerly awaiting the photo of a girl she thinks would be a perfect match.
Yeah, she's cute. It's a real nice smile. Chris!
Oh, yeah. Dude, she's adorable. She actually kind of looks like a girl I dated once.
If it is, then we'll have an interesting conversation at dinner.
Yeah, no kidding.
All about you.
Ask her if she knows CP. Don't forget what we talked about. Just keep talking about her. Keep talking about her.
And girls like to talk, so...
Especially about themselves.
All right.
With dinner set up for tonight, a nervous David is doing everything he can to make sure the date goes smoothly.
So do you have any plans for tonight?
I have a date tonight.
Oh.
As far as girls go, yeah, I still feel that I'm way, way behind. And I know that they could pick up on it. I still have that new car smell, I guess.
Tonight's blind date with Krisanna was set up by a matchmaker and is only David's 13th date in his life.
Well, hi. Krisanna, right?
Will 13 be a lucky number for David?
So how are you doing?
Good. Hungry.
Yeah,
tired.
me too.
I've been working all day. So what do you do for a living?
I am a personal trainer.
Are you?
Yeah.
I need one of those. Kind of awkward silence here and there. I've been trying to get him to talk, but I mean, I'm sure it's a little... I've never been on like a blind date before, so I can understand if he's a little nervous too.
Half an hour in, and David and Krisanna eventually find some common ground.
I love spray tan.
I think I did it wrong, though. I was...
Are your hands orange?
Don't laugh. Come on.
When you got out, did you like pat your body with a towel?
They just threw me in there. I don't know. It's like something from the future, this machine. Whenever a conversation stops, then all of a sudden my head starts spinning. Okay, she stopped talking, so you probably have to come up with another question or another something witty to say, and I don't know. It's just confusing.
I've been thinking about the personal trainer thing anyways.
Yeah.
So.
An hour and a half later, and David and Krisanna are swapping numbers.
It went good, but anytime I ask him like questions about being a personal trainer, anything like that, or like mention the fact that I don't eat healthy, and he just, I don't know, it seemed like he was hiding something.
I think it went well. I don't know how girls work or women work or even what they want to be called, women, girls, I don't know. It's a mess.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Drive safe.
Thank you, you too.
As part of his ongoing transformation, David is visiting his plastic surgeon, Dr. Mazahari.
Hi, David. Hey, Doc.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
David's extreme weight loss meant that he was left with an excess amount of skin.
When I first started, I thought maybe I wouldn't need surgery, hoping. But, after I lost the first 100, I started noticing a little bit of saggy skin. And especially when I dropped 200 pounds, I noticed a substantial amount of drippy skin. Of course, when I lost the 400 pounds, I was just skin and bones.
Inspired by David's story, leading plastic surgeon Dr. Mazahari offered his services for free.
David's weight loss is by far the most that I have ever dealt with. Usual weight loss patients to me is 100, 150, 200 pounds, but 400 pounds is just an unbelievable amount of weight.
The first surgery lasted 8 hours and involved a lower body lift, removing 15 pounds of excess skin. The second and third surgeries removed skin from under his arms, upper body, chest, and thighs.
So all in all, we took 25 pounds of skin and subcutaneous fat.
David was also offered free eye surgery so that he could throw away his glasses, free facial surgery to help define his features that had been hidden beneath the blubber, and free dental surgery to counteract the years of drinking soda.
What do you think? Awesome.
18 months after his last operation, David is hoping that Dr. Mazahari can help him with one outstanding issue caused by the extreme weight loss.
I've kind of not had a sex life because of, the skin would hang over, my private area. And, it's kind of like a turtle.
What we can do here is do another revision and basically remove this amount of tissue.
People ask me all the time, are you still a virgin? Are you still a virgin? And, I am. I just get weirded out a little bit, with the skin there. And if I get weirded out, then maybe, a girl would be like a million times weirded out by it.
I mean, you've come a long way. You look absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, we can
Thanks
certainly touch up some stuff here for you and make you feel even more confident.
I thank you.
My pleasure. Absolutely.
My little guy thanks you.
Since completing his surgery, David has been getting attention from the ladies.
I notice now that they notice me and I notice them, but I'm still kind of shy and I have no game as far as going up to a girl. I've never done that in my whole life.
Oh, David.
Today, David's attending a class with dating coach Joanne Cohen.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a flirt do you think you are?
Maybe a 5.
Okay. Where would you like to be at?
I would like to be like a master Jedi,
Good. That's the right answer.
Yeah. Right now I'm like Luke Skywalker,
Tomorrow, David's going speed dating, where he'll have to use the skills Joanne's about to teach him.
The number one thing for a man to be a great flirt is he has to appear confident.
Like I said, I've never gone up to a girl and, hit on them or whatever.
The scariest thing about this is simply starting.
Okay.
It'll be easier after tomorrow night.
Okay.
I promise.
All right.
Okay. How many women are you willing to try to approach tomorrow night? Like, what's your goal? Let's set a goal up.
Okay. So I've never done one of these things. I have to go up to them.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
How many women do you think you could try?
I thought we were just going to sit there and they're going to ring like a little bell and then they'd talk to me for like 20 seconds. Then they ring the bell again. And then, okay.
Yeah. So, you want to play a little bit with us and get your confident stand on?
All right, I guess.
David's never asked the girl for her number, and Joanne wants him to follow her lead.
What you want to do is be very confident in the fact that you are getting the phone number and you're going out with her. Not a request.
Okay.
Christy, I really enjoyed hearing about that salsa dancing, and I really wanted to go salsa dancing. I think maybe next Tuesday. Give me your number and let's set it up.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So do you dance a lot?
I do. Give me your number, and let's set up a time next week to go dancing.
Okay. Okay. Just, can I have your, oh, should I say can? I'm sorry, I have to do this.
That's all right.
I know this is just role playing, but still it's
okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. I can't even, oh my God. Yeah, if, you know, we should go dance sometime if you don't mind.
That would be fun. I'd like that.
All right. So how should I get in contact with you?
I have a phone.
You have a phone? I do too.
If David's going to be a hit at the speed dating, then he's going to have to practice.
Tomorrow night, you know, I might have to bring out a brown bag and just start hyperventilating in it to catch my breath. Everybody wants that fairy tale ending. And hopefully tomorrow I could find, you know, that fairy princess and maybe sweep her off her feet. I want to get a job where I could probably help people like Chris is helping me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Reshape the Nation. Now we got another great workout for y'all today. Dee, take it away.
Today's state challenge is New York.
6 years ago, David Smith confounded popular belief by slimming down from 650 pounds to 220 without the use of a gastric bypass.
We start to experience the burn. Big time.
David and his trainer and now best friend, Chris, want David's story to inspire others to commit to a weight loss program.
Reshape the Nation it's exactly what it sounds like. David and I created this to do just that, to reshape the nation and not just physically, but reshape the way we eat, reshape the way that we think, reshape our lifestyles. We're on there every day. And this is our way of paying it forward. This is our way of being there for the people that really need us. So, I mean, we do everything right here. The video is raw, but you know, we like that feel. That's exactly what we want. We want people to know that, look, we're shooting this in a bedroom that we've mocked out to be a studio. When you see us making food, we're making food in our kitchen. When you see us working out, we're working out in our backyard.
As well as the website and blog, David has recently become a personal trainer and is sharing his unique weight loss knowledge with his first client, Mindy.
I heard about David's story. I went online and kind of read about it, and that's part of the big motivation for myself, because I know it's possible through David.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you all right with that? Yeah. Is that good?
He's gonna know when I'm dog tired. You know, I don't want to do it. Like, he's been there.
I know she's definitely gonna do it. I see that look in her eye. As far as like getting other clients, I would like to train people on a grander scale. I want to help more than one person at one time.
Six years after starting his transformation, David's weight is a stable and healthy 220 pounds. He now has a new job, and he also has friends who are always on hand to talk about the one thing David hasn't yet achieved.
I'll be straight up honest with you. It's never as big of a deal as you ever expect it to be.
The only thing you're thinking is, I just want to have sex, I want to have sex, and that's like a barrier to really getting to know the person or want to get to know the person, you know? You're only interested in having sex with her.
As far as sex goes, you know, I know I'll probably be lousy at it, you know, in the beginning, but aren't all guys lousy at it when they first begin?
First time, boy, it was done and over with before I even remember.
I've had opportunities, You know, I'm stubborn. You know, I don't want to lose it that way. It's something that, you know, I want to give, you know, to my future wife.
I think you're doing the right thing and holding out for the right girl.
Cool.
That's a good philosophy. I think I kind of rushed into it myself. As well, I'm sure you feel the same way.
Mm-hmm. My virginity, you know, I don't care about that. You know, I just want somebody to go to the movies with or talk to. That's all I really want. I do feel lonely inside, you know. A little defeated, but there's a little bit of love out there for me. I just need to go find it.
It's Saturday night, and in his search for love, David is attending a lock and key speed dating event where the women are all given a lock and the men are all given a key to act as an icebreaker. David has never asked a woman for her phone number. Tonight, he's hoping to get a number or two.
Oh my God. They all swarmed me. Oh my God. I was so intimidated. Oh my God. So we're...
No such luck.
Oh no. I'm not used to really talking to them if I don't know them and I don't know how to carry on conversations.
David finally has a chance to practice the skills he learned in his flirting class.
Hi, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Josefa.
How do you say that?
Josefa?
Josefa. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dave. Wait, how do you say that?
He seems to be off to a good start.
My clients hate me.
Josefa is known as the drill sergeant at my studio. Everybody goes to her classes because she kills them and yells at them and makes them. She's so cool.
Okay.
I'm really nice outside of the studio. So outside of the dance studio, I'm really nice.
Okay, shoot. The secret dance studio?
Well, it's all females, so yeah.
Oh, so where do I sign up?
He's made her laugh, but can he seal the deal? When he returns from a trip to the men's room, David finds he's not the only one interested in Josefa's lock. But he has a plan to ensure none of the other suitors will be getting their keys in there tonight.
Oh, it broke. Sorry about that. But,
And from the broken lock, it's a smooth move into sealing the deal and scoring a number.
do you really want to, you know, go dancing sometime? Maybe. Yeah.
I'm always down for dancing.
Or, you know, or do something.
Or do something.
Yeah. You know, cool.
Oh, I thought he was nice. He seemed a little shy.
At least I didn't almost throw up tonight.
He tried to get my lock unlocked, and he broke the key because he was really trying to force that pretty hard.
Me strong, me break the lock, you know.
If he called, I would go out on a date with him for sure. Yeah.
Obviously, I have no clue what to do next. Absolutely no freaking clue.
It's been less than 24 hours since David met Josefa at the speed dating event, and he's been struggling over what to write in his first text message to her.
So we can actually go through and shorten this thing a little bit, because we definitely got to keep it into one text. Okay, check it out. We can actually...
Get rid of her name, right?
Yep.
Because she knows who she is.
Just say, hey.
Hey's like, hey.
Hey, you. That's not yet. You can't say hey you quite yet. It was so great meeting you last night. Sorry again about your lock, but maybe not, because Ken was waiting with his key. LOL. Have a great day, Dave or David.
Okay.
That's perfect right there.
Sweet. Thanks, bro. So wise.
Sure thing.
So wise.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Do it. There it is. It's too late now.
I would say to anybody that doubts Chris's program that look at me. I mean, I'm the biggest doubter in the world, and I'm doing it. There's no reason why anybody else couldn't do it.
It's been 6 years since David and Chris first met. And in all that time, they've never looked back at the footage of their first meeting.
Wow. Up until now, my life has been nothing. I mean, I ate, I slept, I watched TV, and that's about it. And then I met Chris, and he's changed my life. My way
I
of
don't
thinking.
even see that as me. That's not me. That's not me anymore.
The biggest thing is just to go out and find a job and be productive in my life, make my life something out of nothing.
Wow, dude. You know, actually the whole thing, it seems like a dream. See, I remember being there, but I don't remember you being there, to be honest with you. And I remember talking nutrition with you, but I kind of think of it as you and not that guy.
That guy right there had no dreams. You know, he had no ambition. Nothing was going for him. But there's a lot going on for me now. And not only am I bettering myself, but I'm helping other people better themselves as well. You know, I'm not looking to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm hoping to be just like a normal person. I am looking forward to the changes. Instead of being a dud, I want to be a stud. No.
What do you know, buddy? What do you know?
Since David entered the dating scene, his confidence has grown, but he still hasn't found that special someone.
I'm feeling extremely nervous right now. About to go play some putt-putt and about to make my heart go putt-putt, I guess.
This evening, his flirting coach, Joanne, has set him up on a date with yoga teacher, Cassandra.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Nice to meet you. Nice, beautiful name. I guess we're golfing today.
Yay!
What color?
I think I'll go with red.
All right, cool. No way. No way.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. That was a beautiful shot.
I gotta take pointers from you. Oh.
So close. Ooh.
Nice.
Left up.
Right.
I do like athletic because I like to be athletic myself, and I love anybody who can make me laugh. That's an absolute must. 3.
Nice.
Thank you.
You are kicking my butt. I'm enjoying myself. I sure am. This is fun. She should be letting me win, but, you know, I won't hold that against her.
By trade, you are a...
Not a golfer.
Not a golfer.
David seems to have taken on board all that he's learned about the dating world.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say the date is probably an 8 or a 9 because there's no lapse in conversation and everything's been very genuine and real.
I definitely would want to ask her out on a second date. You know, we have a lot in common. You know, I'm gonna, you know, ask her a few more questions. You know, interview her, I guess, and just let her talk as much as she wants. This is fun. You know, I'm not scared, you know, to go on dates anymore, I guess.
Hopefully my son will find somebody nice. You know, I hope he finds somebody nice. And I tell you, I told him, be patient, be patient. You know, it will come along. When you know it's right, it's right.
Probably like an Eva Longoria type.
Yeah. I tell him good
or
luck.
Or Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston, yeah.
When he does meet that special someone, she's definitely going to have to, he'd say, prove herself to me. But yeah, she's going to have to. She's definitely got to have a lot going for her to be with my best friend.
I've changed so much. I am not a joke, but, you know, a role model to a lot of people. Looking back at everything, I say I'm the luckiest man alive.